This is Dinar Shift, and you are locked into the breaking news of a financial event years in the making, an event that, by all accounts, has reached its critical tipping point. We've all watched the cautious dance, the whispers, and the calculated moves surrounding the Iraqi Dinar for what feels like an eternity. But today, the air is thick with anticipation because the signals are undeniable. The official rollout of the Dinar's new exchange framework is not just imminent, it is being activated. The consensus from multiple sources suggests that we are witnessing the final moments before the full implementation of a monetary change that will send ripples across the globe, especially for those holding the currency. This is the culmination of immense preparation, and the world is holding its breath as Iraq takes this monumental step forward on the international financial stage. The past 48 hours have been defined by a discrete, yet profound shift in activity both within Iraq and across select international partner banks. Reports have surfaced detailing limited transactions being processed under the new operational framework. Crucially, this is not just another drill involving diplomats or high-ranking government officials. For the first time, these initial exchanges have included activity at the civilian level, moving beyond mere testing and into genuine activation. Authorized individuals within Iraq have reportedly engaged in transactions using the newly established rate, a tangible confirmation that the complex years in the making system is now fully live and capable of handling real-world exchanges. This move marks the definitive transition from hypothetical testing to practical application, signaling a point of no return for the financial reform. While the specifics of the exchange volumes remain confidential and tightly controlled, the reported scale of this initial wave of transactions strongly indicates that a comprehensive, full-scale rollout is now an immediate reality. Further underscoring this readiness is the activation of the Central Bank of Iraq's CBI's updated digital infrastructure, which went live late last night. Those who participated in the early activation phase have described a process that was remarkably smooth, highly structured, and executed with the precision of a system that has been thoroughly prepared. For those who have been observing the Dinar story, this smooth operation is the clearest sign yet, a decisive indication that the methodical patience applied over the years is now transitioning into tangible financial action. The consistent flow and control within the system are powerful affirmations of the CBI's extensive preparatory work. The reason today is being highlighted as the crucial pre-implementation moment stems directly from the CBI's highly structured internal calendar, which is inextricably linked to Iraq's year's fiscal reporting cycle. These cycles are not arbitrary administrative dates. They represent carefully pre-planned logistical windows that the government and the central bank utilize for the implementation of major financial policies. Implementing a change of this magnitude requires a period of minimal financial disruption and maximum internal alignment for budget and reporting integrity. The meticulous timing of this latest activation is not a matter of chance, but a deliberate alignment with the conclusion of a significant fiscal quarter. This specific window is the optimal legal and logistical moment for enacting widespread monetary adjustments. This careful and strategic planning means that the significance of this day extends far beyond a simple calendar date. It is the calculated result of months, even years, of intricate preparation and coordination. Every single component, from the internal stress testing of software and the necessary updates to banking systems, to the international synchronization with global financial networks, and ensuring local bank readiness, has been precisely aligned for this exact juncture. It is this complete, systematic confluence that is leading observers to declare that the exchange process will not only begin today, but must begin today to adhere to the established, pre-approved timeline. This level of systemic alignment speaks volumes about the commitment to a controlled and predictable financial transition. Inside Iraq, the atmosphere across major economic centers is palpably electric. Detailed reports emerging from key cities such as Baghdad, Basra, and Erbil indicate a heightened state of readiness among exchange offices and commercial banks. Many financial institutions have taken the step of extending their operating hours, specifically to manage the anticipated surge in activity. Furthermore, Bank personnel have reportedly been given detailed briefings on the precise procedures for handling civilian-level exchanges under the new rate, a momentous directive that many have never received before. This internal preparedness across the banking sector is a critical piece of evidence, confirming that the infrastructure is set to meet the public demand immediately. The governmental approach to public communication has also been highly strategic, carefully managing the narrative by avoiding explicit use of terms like revaluation. Instead, officials are subtly guiding the public conversation by emphasizing concepts such as DAS's monetary strength and DAS global financial cooperation. This nuanced language is a deliberate effort by the authorities to prepare the national populace for a significant financial change while simultaneously maintaining meticulous control over the messaging directed toward international observers and currency holders. This strategy is vital for ensuring stability and preventing speculative disruption, demonstrating a proactive stance to manage public expectations alongside the technical implementation of the exchange process. The critical importance of this thorough internal preparedness cannot be overstated, as it provides undeniable reassurance that the entire system has been rigorously stress-tested and is functionally ready for full, real-time transactions. The confidence displayed by banking staff and the extended hours of operation are direct, practical signals that the groundwork has been meticulously laid. This operational readiness translates into a crucial measure of control for the CBI, ensuring that when the full rollout commences, the process will be handled with order and efficiency, minimizing any potential for confusion or logistical delays for local citizens and authorized entities. Shifting to the international landscape, a parallel surge of quiet activity has been reported across global financial hubs. Over the past weekend, several prominent American and European financial institutions have reportedly executed comprehensive updates to their respective foreign currency trading desks. These updates included mandatory internal training sessions for staff and the activation of new teller screen interfaces at major, globally recognized banks. Significantly, these internal systems now feature active DESA placeholders for the Iraqi dinars at its new operational status. While these systems are not yet accessible to the general public, their internal activation is a monumental sign of global synchronization. The fact that the global financial infrastructure has been systematically prepared to receive and process the dinar under a new framework is a critical international development. This unprecedented level of synchronization between the CBI and key international banks reflects months of meticulously coordinated effort behind the scenes. It strongly suggests that once the official public announcement is made and the rollout fully commences, the process of exchange will be a controlled, structured global event rather than a fragmented or chaotic response. This international alignment provides a strong basis for confidence in the stability of the long-term process. Understanding why the timing holds such paramount importance requires a closer look at Iraq's structured fiscal and monetary governance. The CBI conducts a formal financial closeout at the end of each quarter. This detailed process encompasses a series of high-stakes financial maneuvers, including the settlement of all outstanding obligations, the release of comprehensive updated reports, and the finalization of R's monetary policies for the subsequent cycle. Implementing a significant change, such as a major currency update, during this specific period allows the central bank to do so with maximum efficiency. This timing prevents disruption to established reporting structures and maintains adherence to all international financial obligations, ensuring a clean transition. According to insights gathered from banking sources, the most recent fiscal closeout has just been successfully concluded, which effectively opens the ideal and carefully timed window for a full-scale rollout. This strategic moment is clearly not a random selection. It is the culmination of a precise and calculated plan. The complete alignment of internal Iraqi financial systems with national policies and international banking networks makes the rollout not just a distant possibility today, but an immediate and strong probability. Every preparatory step has converged onto this single point in time, setting the stage for the definitive activation of the new financial reality. The execution of this comprehensive financial reform has been systematically organized by the Iraqi Central Bank into a series of carefully planned and sequential phases. Phase 1 focused on the introduction of new, lower denomination bills, a necessary step to accustom the public to an updated and streamlined currency structure. Phase 2 involved the launch of a nationwide education and public awareness campaign within Iraq, specifically explaining the upcoming changes, which included the procedural removal of excess zeros from certain denominations to simplify transactions and valuation. This public-facing effort was crucial for local acceptance and understanding. Phase 3 of the implementation was technically driven, concentrating on the extensive update of all banking software and the necessary connections with international payment networks to guarantee universal interoperability. This was a massive undertaking, ensuring that Iraqi financial institutions could seamlessly communicate and transact with global partners. Phase 4 meticulously focused on a rigorous internal rate sensation testing, conducted alongside key international institutions, including a direct interface with critical SIMFS systems to ensure global compliance and data accuracy. And now, Phase 5, which is reportedly unfolding today, signifies the full-scale operational activation of the entire system. The methodical completion of every single one of these phases demonstrates that this is not a hurried or speculative undertaking. It is a meticulously managed process. This unwavering attention to procedural detail provides a strong foundation for confidence, suggesting that once the full system is officially live, the process will proceed with both transparency and predictable stability, minimizing any chance of procedural error or systemic shock. The implications of this wide-ranging rollout are far-reaching and substantial, extending well beyond Iraq's borders to touch upon its global markets. A fully recognized and financially updated Iraqi dinar has the potential to significantly influence international energy markets, reshape investment flows across the Middle East, and alter regional trade settlements. Contracts concerning oil, particularly those linked to the critical Middle Eastern supply chains, could undergo necessary adjustments, a factor being closely monitored by banks and commodity observers worldwide. This development is not a minor event in the global economic landscape. International economists are keenly observing that Iraq's currency, which is underpinned by vast oil reserves and a growing influx of foreign investment, is a significant, not peripheral, economic player. When this currency moves, the resulting ripple effect is felt globally. Financial observers in key international centers such as London, Dubai, and Singapore are tracking developments in real time, recognizing the weight of this change. The clear, careful orchestration of this rollout signals Iraq's determined positioning for broader, more meaningful financial integration, indicating a concrete step toward achieving long-term stability and greater credibility on the world stage. For those tracking the process, understanding the mechanics of the exchange once it officially commences is vital. The first step involves the Central Bank of Iraq updating and formally communicating the new official rate to all international financial institutions. Once this data is officially confirmed and received by the global banking systems, commercial banks are then authorized to begin scheduling the necessary exchange appointments for their verified currency holders. An important procedural safeguard is that the exchange rate is locked in precisely at the time of the transaction, ensuring that there is no unpredictable fluctuation during the exchange itself. This structured approach is designed to prevent market chaos and ensure absolute fairness for all participants. The entire exchange procedure is designed to unfold in a gradual, measured progression rather than a sudden, overwhelming surge. This staged approach allows both local Iraqi financial networks and their international counterparts sufficient time to adjust and manage the massive volume of activity. For legitimate holders of the Iraqi dinar, this measured pace is a key detail. It reinforces the necessity of patience and strict adherence to official, verified instructions in the days ahead. A controlled, step-by-step rollout is the most prudent method for managing a transition of this size. Within the last 24 hours, the signs confirming that this structured process is definitively underway have become increasingly clear. Internal Forex testing screens across multiple international regions are reportedly displaying adjustments and preparatory data. State-controlled media within Iraq has begun prominently featuring narratives centered around the start of a new financial era. Furthermore, the CBI's own website has undergone back-end updates, clearly signaling a restructuring to accommodate the new currency data formats. The fact that major, globally active banks are now operationally ready is a critical milestone, confirming institutional preparation. Perhaps the most significant and telling indicator is the marked and definitive shift in the language used by Iraqi officials. They have completely ceased any denial of the possibility of a major currency update. This change in public and official rhetoric is a powerful sign that the authorities are now entirely confident that the entire technical and logistical system is fully prepared and activated. When officials openly begin discussing as monetary strength and CAS global integration, it is the clearest possible signal that all preliminary groundwork is complete and the activation is no longer a matter of if, but now. For currency holders and interested observers watching from the United States and other international locations, the immediate priority must remain measured caution. While the excitement and anticipation are understandably immense, it is absolutely essential to resist the urge to make any impulsive financial moves. Authorized banks and official redemption centers will communicate directly with their established clients when they are officially prepared to manage the exchanges. It is critically important to wait for these verified, official announcements before attempting any transaction. Engaging the system prematurely or through any unverified channels carries a significant risk of complications, or worse, potential fraud. The financial landscape surrounding a high-profile event like this is often exploited by scammers who attempt to offer false early access or misleading, inflated rates. The absolute best and safest strategy is to stick exclusively to verified, established financial institutions and to patiently wait for the official scheduling and procedural instructions before taking any action. Vigilance and adherence to official guidance are the most critical tools for navigating this historic event successfully and safely, ensuring that all actions are taken within a legitimate and controlled framework. Looking beyond the immediate exchange process, the post-rollout phase is equally significant for Iraq's future. Once the new rate is fully stabilized and globally recognized by trading systems, economists anticipate that Iraq will enter a period of profound financial expansion. This phase is expected to be characterized by a significant increase in foreign direct investment, the launch of major national infrastructure projects, and robust economic growth across a diverse range of sectors, including real estate, technology, and tourism. The successful revaluation is understood to be the foundational first step in a much broader, long-term economic transformation that will strengthen currency reserves and balance national budgets. So, what brings all these elements to this definitive, critical moment today? In summation, it is the simultaneous and complete alignment of every single necessary preparatory component. The fiscal closeout is finalized, all internal banking systems have been tested and certified, key global banks are operationally ready, and the international financial networks are completely synchronized. This rare convergence of precise timing, robust technology, firm policy, and international coordination creates the optimal window for the exchange rollout to commence efficiently and without major systemic disruption. For those who have been invested in this story for many years, this is a historic moment, confirming the seriousness and commitment of Iraq to this massive financial undertaking. 2. In addition to the technical readiness of banks and financial institutions, the public messaging from the Iraqi government and state media has markedly shifted its tone. Local news channels are framing this period as the dawn of a new, optimistic financial era. Government officials are now using language that clearly signals confidence and full readiness, and the conspicuous absence of disclaimers or denials marks a powerful departure from years of cautious messaging. This deliberate change in the national narrative is a practical and necessary step to mentally prepare the citizens for the upcoming exchanges, recognizing that public awareness and trust are foundational to a successful national financial transition. Key for holders of the Iraqi dinar outside of Iraq, It is vital to maintain a realistic perspective. The full process will not be resolved in a single day. The activation beginning today represents the opening of the official process, the starting line, signaling that authorized transactions will begin and will continue to unfold sequentially over the coming days and weeks. Scheduling verification and rate confirmation will occur in a structured, sequential manner to ensure the entire system functions smoothly and securely. This necessary, staged approach significantly reduces systemic risk and helps to prevent bottlenecks. Understanding this measured timeline is essential for staying informed and making prudent decisions as this massive process moves forward. 2. As the rollout progresses, the constant and diligent monitoring of official announcements will be the absolute key to success. You must prioritize updates exclusively from verified sources, your banks, established government channels, and credible international financial institutions. These are the only sources that will provide accurate, actionable information regarding exchange schedules, confirmed rates, and precise procedural requirements. Resist the temptation of speculation or unverified claims that are certain to proliferate online. The next few days will be critical and clear. Reliable communication will be the most valuable tool for anyone looking to successfully navigate this historic event. The bigger picture reveals that the CBI is not merely facilitating a currency exchange, it is executing a masterclass in global financial coordination and strategic planning. By meticulously aligning its domestic systems with international banks, synchronizing its rates, and completing a structured multi-phase rollout, Iraq is signaling an unwavering commitment to long-term stability and economic growth. This disciplined approach is designed to provide maximum reassurance to both domestic and international investors that the entire process is legitimate, controlled, and managed with the utmost care. This deep emphasis on preparation is vital for maintaining sustained confidence in both the currency and the broader national economy. So, where does this leave us right now? Every necessary step has been fully completed by the Central Bank of Iraq. The banks are operationally ready, officials are publicly signaling the imminent nature of the change, and the complete, systematic alignment of all fiscal, domestic, and international systems is confirmed. All credible indicators point to one clear conclusion: the exchange process has officially commenced, and we are witnessing the final phase before its full implementation. The years of watching, waiting, and tracking every report have led us to this moment, and the pieces are finally falling into place. We are, without hyperbole, watching financial history unfold in real time. 2. In summary, for every dinar holder and every observer of this historic financial transformation, the directive is straightforward. Remain informed, exercise patience, and strictly adhere to official verified channels. The process is rigorously structured, the systems are demonstrably ready, and the potential impact is genuinely global. This is far more than just a currency event. It is a profound step toward Iraq's complete financial transformation, with significant implications for international markets, the flow of global investment, and regional trade. Today marks a definitive turning point, and those who maintain vigilance and act with caution and prudence will be best positioned to navigate the monumental developments that lie ahead.